Let's state that fact that they were unarmed. What do they have? At West, when they felt threatened, what they will go for are rocks. The worst they could get, rocks. And we saw in the video few of those. But you do not use bullets, live bullets, to disperse a crowd. What is this? You just jump out of an armored car and open fire on an armed group of innocent youth who are calling for the right things to be done in this country. Then we wake up. Then an unthinking police officer, whoever the name is, I don't know, who thought in his mind, as usual, that Ghanaians are stupid like they are, issue a press statement full of lies. Ashanti Regional what commander. Did you see the press statement? As though we are not in this country and so we don't know what is happening. You write such a press statement and you were bold enough to issue it out to media houses. And I hear people were reading it on their platforms. And I'm like, what are you reading? Such a stupid press statement from an unthinking police officer. Full of lies. Then you think that we should work with that and that you are investigating what? But what do we have in this country? When 6 of Ghanaian youth were killed in an election, up till date, the presidency is mute. Nobody has been held accountable for that action. No. Up till date, how many months down the line? Still, we are here. Those Techiman youth, no justice for them. So, I mean, what has happened at Ejura? Who is expecting any justice to be done? Nobody. We'll talk about it, and that is it. The presidency, as usual, is mute. That is their modus operandi. Let's keep quiet. They'll talk about it for 3 days, and everything will go back to normal. That is it. As usual, that is what they will do. This morning, if the speaker is listening to me, he should find a way of calling Nitwell to the house, and then he should come and answer for those. What are they? I don't even know whether they were trained or whatever it was yesterday we saw at Ejura, because you cannot go and say that you want to go and control crowd, then you see a police or a military officer. You see, the sad part for me is that these are military personnel, we are being told. Military personnel, their presence is just to intimidate and call for certain calm. And these are the people, a military officer who was aiming. In fact, he found a target, and therefore let me aim, because the command they came with was to shoot and kill. Every action they took yesterday said to the fact that they were commanded to shoot and kill anybody they see. And so, because you can see one of the guys who was killed yesterday, the bullet hit his back. So somebody who was running away or walking out from the crowd was aimed at and gunned down. This is Ghana, and this is what we are talking about in 2021 under President Akufo-Addo. And at this time, how many hours after that incident? He is quiet. His page is quiet. Everybody around him is quiet. A man who thought it wise that how old was the Duke of Edinburgh when he died? 95 or something.
Yeah. I think it was 99.
99 or something, close to 100 years. 90. A man who thought that it was right in his mind, it was right for him to issue condolences to the family of a 99-year-old man who died. Is quiet over the killing, the assault, the killing of youth who are the future of this country. He is there thinking of the next available private jet to hop on to go and shower in the sky. I don't know what else to say, but it was sad and called for and very unfortunate an incident yesterday this is not Ghana. This is not what we gave to Akufo-Addo and his people in 2016. This is not the Ghana we left for them. I'm done.
Thank you. Boachi, before I come to you, Ama Menyo, Patience Ama Menyo is saying, Fosana, God bless you for the good work for Mother Ghana. But are we safe with this government? Isok Maololo says, Sana, good morning. Why is it that anytime the MPP journalists will be talking about their evil party, unless they bring in the NDC before they are free, or they are afraid of their party, that they will, or they are afraid of being killed, to MPP media men and women stop mentioning former President Mahama's name? He's not part of this bad game. Hajara Fatu is saying, he's joining us. Maria Adams is saying, these are criminals in security. These are criminal security men. Richard Asari also says, some policemen don't know their ethics. Maria Adams, soon the youth will not fear guns, just like Komipreku demonstration led by Akufo-Addo. Anastasia Patanlia is saying a good morning to us, watching us live from Geda. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day. Abdi Rafal says, please, Sana, come and join in Italy before they get to you and end your bright future. Madam Janela Isaac is joining us from the UK. Says, Power Drive team and family, good morning to you. Akufo-Addo came to steal, kill and destroy, period. I keep saying Ghanaians are not angry enough. My Adams, our MPs can only break and lose in parliament just because of homosexuality. Eram Dolafia says, please, is the Peace Council still in Ghana or they have relocated? Dr. Dublin Apelsika has quite an extensive one, but I just wanted to read somebody's assessment of Boachi's qualification. Kobla says, Senna, it is true. Alkebi knows how to shoot wooden guns. His trained boys are the ones manning the barriers, asking anything for the boys. Boachi. Good morning to you.
Good morning once again.
It's very sad, but sometimes we have to find a way of navigating this.
What's I now you video no?
Yeah.
I think I'm out for baby na woman this story na chinidi woman nim.
Yeah.
Enema SCCA honum but mama chiati for no per minchi obi bia bless us squad ni na of a KK Abdurrahman Moussa Abdurrahman so den aba ene obia mama chi obia na no pai gidi yesu obia ho ye de baram anopai no nyankopon so enso makomam kakra na mo mama nkanse mo edo ha betimi aba because na oman na ewo mu no se mra be yadwuma na mra na yadwuma akon bi ahye amama we anya ne ho anas okon bi ahye manima aban we anya na somdue se na no mbo enema ekoso nyina no efa bi no the minority in parliament me de so bon bi bebo etoda bi na se osom oman a yemfa namfosam ensom Omapani Akufo-Addo saw in the deputy ministers, you know. Or catch them say they should go and be loyal to their ministers. As some or catch the deputy ministers, you know. And to say, oh, your deputy minister now call Nasa Sebio, or minister also more na say, oh, didn't say Una, Omapani say be loyal to him. Omapani and Kase, Dinukre, Efamo, my Ghana. But Koko di nukure man ya okosomo na se. Enema ACC enye news to us. Na Infonia etwa nyina no.
So immediately they got down.
Yeah.
First thing they did.
Yeah.
Was start firing shots.
Exactly. Exactly.
And immediately when the youth refused to, when a few of them, so a lot of them ran away. Or when a few of them stood their ground, then they started firing into them. Immediately they got down. First thing.
Yeah.
And interestingly, the military men were the ones who were leading the charge. Crowd control. The police are not the ones leading the charge. The military men were the ones who were leading the charge. How?
It is starting from parliament, you know. Nitiwood as defense minister, Meboa. Ambrose Derry interior Ghana Police Service, Eshanase, Meboa. And now Yekita Kandapa as National Security Minister. These are men during Akufo-Addo's first term. positions and as a position and kita omo yes say Kandapa is still the National Security Minister. Ambrose Derry is still the Interior Minister. Nitiwul is still the Defense Minister. And you bet me account your security agencies, Ajuma Maye from 2017 before election 2020. And to a larger extent, even our parliament, your Bora 8th parliament, Yenimniama police for soldier form, Ekokoye chamber nim, Egu o my Ghana anymore. Yes, I am every appointing Crofui, and yes, I renominate you, say, for vetting. Boss, and now by that, sorry, no. Minority defreezes whatever approval. Young Kodama the Enchino. Minority freezes. Yeah. Minority freezes as soon as you approval. Young Kodama the Enchino, you defreeze at the end. You need the kind of discussion of course. So the minority in parliament. Time and Bar vetting no. Mami Mo Mabasu say the relevant questions are another probing questions and then we are more the probing and conform no. I'm for Mabasu yepa, especially Papa no as I was in your friend say Muntaka and Haruna Idris to be probing questions exposing government. Akufodo's first time no was exposing ministers. Amanika government no. And think can I expect to say and can near money say who the course started from my house to West to Ogon. I also was to Ogon. As somebody no. Oh my equalizing with Etua. Senonantia. So Etua Kramubu yo. And then see was a time was a 10. Now one just a revenge in Tino Mobile. But a nay yan two about a juro. And ya but 1 year to a juro. At the time as security capos you appear before Parliamentary Select Committee, a vetting committee, Naka I was expecting say, when my Juma Bonnie Omudia, and so Mampani because none interested say, when we protecting the government, and I'm a hilly, none come over Shimo after someone expose you, but minority for yes, I they went ahead, and Omodo Masasha here, and now 1 year day, what was I approve woman in my baba's come. Now, Netia, Ubati say, allegedly, Omaboni Akufo a pussy a your friends a bomia, so Ben successor no. And you know, agent as who is so because they've been able on the bomia be and running mate, Meboa. And son of Bim Peobia, oh, Manama Sumuno, and I'm a boa. Because, say, running mate here. Yeah, political way say no, your friend is saying the flag bearer. That flag bearer no, and the choosing random mate Meboa. It is on Pobi on to meet children of financial call.
That's true.
Eti Baumia and Akufo-Addo only a team bako. Eti Subaya one more time train. And we're not being meeting commerce watching going into 2024 elections, Why she ya yin timi so ano. Because him one more thing which I also west to Ogon. Say number ye. And yet na I didn't quite escalate ye. Ama elections are ye di police for na way important no. Ye timi a share and crofobia soldier atade e mo hwiri ye. Sana ade si enra e wadwura no. Ama for expect so mampani nkasa. On kasa. Mono most steady President Akufo-Addo. When yakuna papa make statement sebio ade no se ekotia ban na obesore ana eyabamu di pade a odimirika but ade ne ko na etia na misanu moyi se meme me ye bibie tia Akufo-Addo na nne meme ho akoka hwe kai excuse my language o time so temu ameba no na me hwe a video bi from Kaka ya wo makunu
yeah.
Our Ishra FM for morning show on Facebook Live. Sena, this guy, he was able to go around the township, and I watch the conditioner, the good people of Ejura Ekum, lack of toilet facilities. But be on the ball laguna the other, and a narration was say, Adi ami ye, and yes sir, may the ye be a go be who feel. bia na opani bi tenkran a wode sika asoma se ya me esa adwuma no ofe say yaye enti bia ne se nipa ne nim se bibi we koso enti bebu ta ne se me ye amana duru mpanifo no ho na se mpanifo no anka hwe amfa ho a ne yehunu se o nyina aboapa eno mudu o man na boro misano mo what is wrong with this kaka se videos ami me chire niema ekoso adwura ebia ne yemo obi sika se wan fa me solve that problem no ene nipa na tena sika so enti ekokoduru na se mo ni hwe video ebi na se mo anka hwe amfa ho de ya ene na bafo na ye to ye no sa pepe na tie wan kan bafo de ye sana boy no the crime ni saying now we see the security services na wo hono no krofo no mo nam mu no enyo mo fom so aye niti wo mo fom so aye IGP fom so unim sa juma IGP ajuma no mo
yeah
ajuma no see unim sa IGP ajuma
yes
so what is he ako heaven one ajuma we IGP ajuma so what is James Opombo hwa nipa ko retirement na say ya ma wa yi a ya ma extra time sa bobo a eni ma bi say nesi ajuma we a e course wo ho no no aye IGP ajuma so be provide security eka I was expecting some IGP crowd be grounds because utie MCE na and DC na or say na omunim say after guy ni free mu no a omuko sie na nra no eni ma bi say ebesi it a good say what pick intelligence to pick we no pa yan kwasro ho yan fa IGP mra misano mo say me se me criminal say den na say IGP Germany mu a boss me ho nyojo
yeah
me ho bajo and say oye deployment ye the commander di anim eti commander ni duro no assess situation na say ade na ni nyanya ana ma commando say na one na commander eti adwene say let's go shoot and kill one year after all your friend say papa you mo vice whatever speaker say I'm a deputy speaker first deputy speaker of parliament obaka chems after all now they were criminals obaka go to parliament aka say omunkuom no me criminals sana yantia no na Akufo-Addo's first term ye kokun zongo boys makoma nso edi tu ogu omo nso me criminals Kumasi police for sheda kokun krofo 7 Ghana this year 7 wo Kumasi edi tu egu omo criminal be the chenwe boss what is that police for the kudi sanse hunu no ya jeli obi
not yet
achire yi wonu sika wonu komo abusuya bi am man 250,000 Ghana cedis which is 2.5 billion government commitment to the family after ye kumba no omo obi 250,000 each family wa hwere wo ba obi ahwere ni kunu obi ahwere ni nua eti you could see clearly say eniema ekoso no sana ayabu apayo bone me ba jo water cannon fabra omo hwe sa video wi o de I voice na wase ni nyina de timu de mo hwe for the first time sir protesters ye hwe so hwe gu om so a wo mo taka na hwe so hwe no na mo de mo mientra ho na enya ho ni enya ho mak de bia ka sa se mu se abajuma e phone ru 700,000 abajuma e phone ru 700,000 police for ka ho soldier for ka ho nurse for teacher for ka ho civil servants so me na abajuma e for o ka ho ana community and go for gu nyina no o me abajuma e for etu o ka wo mu nyina o kan bo mu a prisons immigration serfs and whatever for no wo mu nyina wo mu ru 700,000 sana no mo but Ghana population is over 31 million. Woman, you know, one about 35 and now getting to 40 million. And the water and so no.
People are chasing.
Yeah. Woman cocoa two so she won't answer. ɛna ɔmo taa kaa no ɔkɔ nyina no afei de wo dwane but see Ghana no saa turutura asɛm no nhyɛ da ni ha saa o boss yɛni hanom ɛna Nigeria youth no sɔre yɛ no ɔma nkɔ free prisoners ɔmbowura prisons ɛmɛki sure sɛ ɔmo yɛ police station amafo twetwe agya tom na yɛn kɔda yi dɛn na ɔmo yɛ obi proteste yɛmfa nso kitabaa okitaboɔ wode yɛmfa nso okitaboɔ wato abɔ woyɛ police ni pani woyɛ security couple your core mandate ni say obe protect lives and properties enya no ano no Ghana Police Service and military protect lives and properties and is abemi kosi bo achimpo to bo wa boss uni hu kwan say obetutu uni hu kwan say obetutu abomi because me two more and you ayetiso ni say Ghana Arms Commission say you over 1 million unregistered guns rifles AK-47s egu your system nim ehihye nkrofo mpase na yede ye ka one day Rwanda na a peaceful country Sierra Leone na a peaceful country and you be say na tiga ya ama man akọ hu yehiem etiyem panimfo being the religious leaders and panimfo ya to abade ma omo a yaso mo hwe Ghana o man da ache ne ye kra so no so metra sisa enema we no o manya police for the soldier for e bo mo ba do metas ye kunkum ye nkrofo a one day e bia de ye hunu ni sabiyim but ye bompa ye say eni nkonkoko ye nyan iwo se na no mo ya say basic training me training na me de man nkwara anya bi ni o crowd control anything ayi men have AC your hand no Ghana Police Service soldier for sana let me tell you something who your police ni and how you soldier ni na wa ko train yakɔ osma mo woni wosi ba ko atu a yen ka so ba bonte a be retaliate o e wadwuma okwakoje ho nkwan wo besa ho nkwan daache e to mo ya wo soldier for de o mo nyo e ye de memma man na wai de bi o mo ko peace bi yakɔ bom memma man wai fa e to ye soldier ni wa kwaje training na ka wonu se sabi nse wonu na akɔ ya no di ye no e betimi ato o maame o papa o nua eti se wo de ya suma akura se ko go and shoot and kill her make my common sense in yeduma say ade ya mi yi e betimi ato mi o to de ali say etu ba ko bi ense bi na eye aduma no because etu be brese se o mo kura nya aduma ba ko bi ense bi na eye aduma no yakoyi na di bullet ahyem na okwabrane ekoto ho a target to shoot so je ni akoto per target so je ni akoto form a penipa and the two bokwabrane echi amuna pie nebo.
That's a sniper's position.
What do you mean why?
Yeah.
What do you mean why? Mama tutuo e fa na chi e pie nebo. The bond ni say we protest mo ko ye omako obi ya.
That's targeting.
Yeah,
it's not like as if they were just firing.
The
fact that the soldier was positioned not to miss. Yes.
Yeah, to form and we open the target to shoot at him or her. Me kuno. Mokoya omeshi obia store. Omeshi obia dan. Omako sie kaka. Eno omo ba na yesi binim kitanua. No bi kitanua okoye omo moka bia. Etima common sense in adwuma. Thank you for the picture. Etimo mo Facebook no me ba cho tuning and me try tuning because and the videos we be su. Mo sha akwa na koto wono no. So je ni o. Okoto per target to shoot at. Omunya criminals omunya evil. Me dem nyi dis omunya soldier for papa. Womunya training no. Because omo ye training omunya yenye say ni ya kire omo. Eti sabi wakwa tena wiem akwa hihye onkwase ahaban sa ese wuru bi se tina me ma me tu bi soja kwoti ne na tie mu no se hunu bi say ya se mako hihye mo haban ana mako ye ne mo beye na se watie se kromu a yen ka se kokoto utoku obi saudi na ye ka soja for there wo mo de emema ma oya wo mbabu sasia no ayen kwase asem adwene nya adwuma yen ka kire won ebinom ye ho soja for anafofo ye soja for papafo ye soja for a wo me ye krunom ene ye yerenom ko sama wom o ma dwene ye adwuma sense hunu ekoso yi they don't agree or they don't subscribe to this nonsense or say no mo eti kateboni bi about the fra adwuma nim so you need to be jury duty eko bowl jubilee house say me party about power look at this nonsense and Akufo-Addo so you need to be on point and yes be adwuma no for the party card I say or go jubilee house sense the party about power no one say Ghana sika jubilee house ni twa ediguo etokopa bi edi. These are criminals. You do a good system. Okwa some of the countries, minimum crime say Germany. Sana national service in the do to me family tree. Emma Usian and Yemabi. Nya Odobi at the ma or minor. Now don't my ya, any pan of the teacher my you. That's all don't my over to Twakumi. Any pan in your bonnet. Gana mrakura chese se bi obi ku obi mpa yenkuno arameboa ye de nipa no kojira mra no na mra ne dia ye na koto afiase.
In fact, if you find somebody killing your brother,
you don't have the right.
You kill the person.
Yeah.
In fact, no
retaliation.
Yes.
Yeah, retaliate according to our law.
After the fact, you can't.
Yeah.
If you did it to protect a life,
yeah.
Yes. But that you still have a charge against you.
Akwa football. So could you be no referee? I know just to try to cook piano. Who retaliate here? Over caught in the Odika or day or Bobono.
Yeah.
Retaliation and me a madam. It is any pana I born in pa. For the farmer across so I'm running in me. Now over caught Sabri. Papa. Almost see I know Mushutu. Yes, I'm being. I am going to hear no more. Say the tell them nyam kono munim hinom anyam kono munim tramadol nom da no wa ko be no nom tramadol no gira kwa na za video no aza ojira za want me nko no say wo za video no wo za video no
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, akọ wa nom tramadol no say gira kwa ka ba bo so abenza no so ko say ya anyam kono munim hinom nyam kono munim asra twe tell them say nyom ko no mni nom etino ya soldier for the member man da ba kromi whatever moko peacekeeping na yakobom no abetrase moko peacekeeping kwa musika ma yatia sika ma yo monka ma yo e mo ko bi kwa ni sika ma ni ya daika oba mo protecting lives and property within the country no the only solution is say okore for protest here. Go shoot and kill. Now we are Ghana Police Service. I beg you choose a useless statement from Ashanti Regional Police Command. Oh yeah, investigation Ashanti. Nonsense. And Crawford suna mukum kumaseno. Crawford suna mukum kumaseno. Akosi say. Police ni ben yetimi ni ko jira mra no jeli no. Obi ku George Floyd. E wo broche. Ye jina tade gu fom. Ade ni face mra na order prison. And na chese mra yadwuma na Nigeria Police Service amomoni kaka ehwe manso ehwe mpapa be na mobaye because ade a oye no o expose mudwuma bone amobu abaru amanaye kaka expose Ghana Police Service kaka expose aye abanwe eteme a police fo nyina kita political lens yey a police fo nyina kita political lens and police for crime omu campaign Akufo-Addo aban Montumano and the police for a campaign chale ya tete nyan way back in school yes so tete nkrofo na ya police for the soldier force system no no enye sanse hunu na chiro mo shoot and kill man chere me kwara na bi mi di mi boss onti ase na maka. What I say? My chairman quite an be. And to say no more. Tell them. I'm serious. I'm very serious. I'm very serious. All jokes aside, I'm very serious. So I'm begging you, tell the soldier for they shouldn't lose their head. They should think as human beings. And I'm going to make me go for Kobe if you go by a party day. Or shit, ultimation channel. Ultimation channel. Eti nama soldier for do munyo, we do munyo. No possession am ko koyi. E ka ba na kaniti rule. E ka yina di. Niti rule as a defense minister ka yina di. IGP ka ya pamono balance ka ya pamono. Me use the say. IGP not to ya wa kwa ba. I am the IGP. The so for so part saying. Balance ka ya pamono. But then you know, the commander in chief is in support of this nonsense. If not, by now, has already dada. Nyakupo share class no mayankwa. Good morning, Sena.
Awugajon says the state of Ghana is not good. Morning, Sena and Aukebi and Taf Go family for what is going on in Ghana and the Akufo-Addo's led act against innocent Ghanaians. Somebody else needs to be questioned. There's a district commander who knows the security men deployed that day. So what are we talking about? Abigail Juris, please, can you... okay, I think there's something else. Okay, responding not to me. Not for me, Abigail Juris. Bright Agozi is saying a good morning. Because Cicero says, if you watch the video well, the soldiers choose a target, aim, and shot. Abdurrahman said, it is obvious that there's no opposition in the Ghanaian parliament. I'm heavily disappointed in the NDC leadership. Bright Agozi is also saying a good morning to us. Okay, Cicero, choose, aim, target, and shoot. Ustana Tigwe says, I just pity that Nordness supporting this Akufo-Addo administration. Okay. Abigail Ejiri says, some people are playing God in Ghana. If the commander-in-chief strolls away the report of the Ewaso West Wagon killing, then who is behind what is going on? Thank you for some of the messages you're sending to us. Let me speak to Professor Ransford Jampo of the Political Science Department of the University of Ghana. I hope I got that right, Prof, and a good morning to you.
Morning.
Yeah, I was just saying I hope I got your designation right, that you are at the Political Science Department. I hope I'm not placing you in a department you have moved on from.
I mean, if you don't know my department, then you don't have to interview me.
Well, that's taking. But he's a senior lecturer at the University of Ghana. I think I should simplify it that way. You have been actually you put together a write-up on this.
Associate professor of politics.
Okay. That's noted. Very well noted. Associate Professor of Political Science. You have been. You've put together.
Yes. Hold on. Let me clarify. You see, Associate Professor of Political Science, Department of Political Science, University of Ghana.
Okay.
You see it.
Yeah. Very well noted. Very well noted.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was going to talk about the fact that you've put together a write-up on this particular issue, where you've raised some germane issues that you believe we should be paying particular attention to. But before we even go there, what are observations from the videos you were seeing yesterday? What happened a bit earlier that led to the killing of the man who is being popularly called Kaka, and the handling of this whole matter by the police, the military men who were involved, and the responses we are getting from government?
Well, I am far away from Ghana and attending a conference talking about Ghana's democracy and how we think that it is being consolidated. And so I had not paid attention to what's happening in my own country. But midway in my presentations, touting our credentials, then some people were telling me, but you are saying all these things, but this is what's going on in your country. And so quickly I had to get to the online portals to check what exactly the situation is. And I must admit that it contradicts the efforts we have made as a democracy, and it undermines our achievement as a country in terms of our and it's something that we should. People have a right to demonstrate, and if they want to assert that right, they should be given that opportunity of demonstration. Not mean that people to be allowed to take the law of and to be destroyed, to have to check to the extent that somebody has been killed and then subsequently 2 more people have. I think don't have empirical evidence to show that Kaka's death is linked to and or his activism in support of the Fix the Ghana, agitation. We don't have empirical evidence to show that it is linked to any state complicity in that. But if you look at how the police also handle the demonstrators and how the soldiers handle the demonstrators, it simply tells you that we are failing our democracy. And I don't want the soldiers too much. Want to blame how they were recruited and how they were trained. I mean, we've all been part of before, and soldiers and to our soldiers and police working together to bring order in chaotic situations orchestrated by demonstrations. But you saw how professional they were in handling with the demonstrators, and so I find it difficult to get it.
Hello? Prof, can you hear me?
People get down into security agencies, and if it's not checked, then regimes will continue to mental embarrassment some of these now of soldiers of members of our security agents. If you want you put your workplace in use.
I think we make Hello, Prof.
Yes.
Well, I can hear you, but the intermittent breaks in my communication. That's why I keep paying attention. I think what we'll do is we'll call Prof back. Let's try and call Prof back, because he was making some point based on the write-up he's put together. He's dealt with virtually everything from in that write-up in response to everything we have seen so far. Talk about protests. He talked about the point that was made by Boachi, where he was saying that there was essentially targeting of the demonstrators, attention to some of the things he's saying. It says, 1, the killing of Kaka Mohammed is unfortunate and regrettable. My condolence to the family, and may his soul rest in peace. But quickly, some have started pointing accusing fingers at the current regime, with others expressing the hope that this shouldn't be state-sponsored. This is also not too good, as it will not allow proper investigations to be undertaken. 2. Looking at the official government responses to the Fix the Country agitation, I doubt whether this killing may be sanctioned by the state, even though I am also very much aware that in account of North-Eastern politics, everything may be possible, including turning a man into a woman and vice versa. Government met the agitators to try and calm them down. Later, the agitations compelled at least 2 presses to explain what government is doing to fix the country. 3. But of course, there are the hawks within the regime who demonstrated intolerance by calling the bluff of the agitators and asking them to first fix themselves. Then you have our police service that typically try to frustrate the intentions of the agitators to demonstrate, using very nonsensical explanations of COVID as basis when they could not prevent or disperse the mammoth crowd at Sir John's funeral. These things make any attempt to link the state to abuses, including murder of an agitator, easy and plausible, even though skepticisms can be entertained because of the absence of watertight evidence. 4. We must also know and not be oblivious of the fact that sometimes our nasty and very dirty politics may push individuals outside government to carry out such abuses, just for the purpose of deepening agitations and making governments unpopular. And there is no evidence to support this in the case of Kaka's death. But as we analyze the situation through the lens of fairness and objectivity, we must do so broadly to cover all probabilities. 5. For the ignorant and unprofessional soldiers who went to kill 2 more human beings, I won't blame them too much. We must blame their mode of recruitment and training. Regimes will continue to suffer even more monumental embarrassments from unprofessional security forces so long as recruitments into these agencies are politicized and based not on meritocracy. I was part of the 2000 Mobrowa struggle. I played an active role, sometimes as the divine drama for our group. We saw the professional manner with which the police and the soldiers handled us, even when they had to physically stop us for being unruly. 7. Who squares to shoot when demonstrations are ongoing? What was he aiming at? Human being or Bella? Is this how to shoot, or to shoot to disperse? How was this soldier recruited? Who hired him? Who trained him? He is indeed a square peg in a round hole, wearing a military camouflage attire. 8. Elsewhere, I am touting our democratic credentials to some scholars and African leaders, but behind the scenes, they are pointing these abuses to contradict my claims about Africa's drive towards democratic maturity. The point is the kind of unbridled hawkish intolerance exhibited by some elements within regimes and the childish manner with which our security agencies act in dealing with demonstrators constitute a severe blot on the maturation of our democratization process. 9. Are Ghanaian demonstrators immune to tear gas? How about the hot water cannons and rubber bullets? Government may want to fire some security heads to send a certain signal that will compel and elicit highly professional conduct of our security agencies when it comes to crowd management and dealing with demonstrators. 10. Government may also want to send top security brass to school, again for them to be socialized in the dogmas of the kind of relational competence they need to talk agitators out of demonstrations, if need be, rather than the very cheap and democratically infantile way of quickly running to court to seek injunction. This only annoys and presents a needless potential recipe for a vote. 11. The president may have to personally intervene to give the needed assurances, bring peace and finality to this impasse. The security agents have lost credibility in the sight of the agitators and demonstrators. The near docility of our peace council has also created a certain legitimacy deficit and may make the council ineffective in intervening. Given these challenges, the president's personal intervention may be helpful, and this must be done in a timeous manner. That's coming from Professor Ransford Iyao Jampo, who is an associate professor of politics at the Political Science Department of the University of Ghana. So He's written that from outside this country. He's heard he has been talking about the democracy of Ghana in very glowing light outside the country. But then within that context, even there, whilst he's praising Ghana for the fantastic things we are doing with our democracy, he's identified at least 11 issues that needs to be dealt with within the circumstances of how to fix the country, the murder of Kaka, and the absolute reckless, and I don't know, murder of 2 other people. This one by state security. And he's raising some key issues that he wants attention to be drawn to. We're speaking to him, but the problem is that the connection to him is unstable. Yes, so we'll try and get him back on the line and speak to him after the newspaper headlines. Nancy has already been here, so let me say good morning to Afrewa.
Morning, Sena.
I'm fine, you?
What did I do?
Yeah, we thank God. We thank God. Hope everything is well. Everything always is moving smoothly.
Smoothly.
That's good. That's good. We are 46 minutes past 8. So Afrewa and Nancy will take over. When we come back, I know Afrewa has things to say. So when we come back, of course, there are some very interesting games in the
the media house is wasting their time to call Peace Council this morning.
Oh, they have to talk.
I say Peace Council for me central for
Yeah. Oh, they will say something. Something will be said. Yeah. The thing is that something will be said. That's all.
It's a waste of time. Credit, and I'm saying
something will be said.
Calling Peace Council to kind of talk something.
They will say something. They have to say something.
It's a waste of a bundle, and I said, credit.
Yeah.
Yes. Waste.
No, you see, only team credit at time I advert.
We come sure.
You see the thing.
The Yagbozo advert. Yes, I had fair Peace Council.
Don't worry. When I come back, I'll explain to you the problem with that issue. But in the meantime, lady,
Oba, statistics be akoso ewo irus no. And mom who fe papa ewo irus na ekoso.
Yes. We'll talk about that. I have my own assessment. I've been very keen follower of this.
Oh yes. Guess you who fe.
Oh yes, I've seen. See, we'll come back. We'll do it.
First one, second one, third one.
Yes, that's good. So when you say it, I'll tell you whether I agree or disagree.
Oh, okay.
So over to you, Nancy and Afrewa.
All right. Yo busan for Ghana de shima mamra so se ku akrata na no pay na poso ya transidie ye ho nsem nyina enso ebrewo ewo afidie so nti wa wo hwe na afis no osan etie no ye chi obi bia se wo Ghana ha na wo hwe ana se amonone e na wo a wo hwe dwumadie no ye chi o bompa mo bibia se trading ampontutu bon so boss ro asase osi ahene no se tu ahene no obeboa ema ene anopay ana se ene nwumre na awie de odo nsa beka bia no ebetimi aye nhira mra so se ene anopay ko akrata no ye de wonsemba and as usual crew no very tight papa say the only rasta man in the house sena numbo or the first half na kwa kogwenche ye wi a obesan ba na obabetoa so na or the second half no so etimi ababetoa so ways and means man na ono no say cadet master Ranso Kwesibu Ache enso the first half akwa gogo beba no babetoa so Mr. Martinson enso etechire ho and afi so the producer extraordinaire Mr. Eric Boatin ono so etechire ho Abrantia Godwin ene dia to so tafa ntuhwe na se Nancy Nwenu ayo fe na opese otua oka obetimi etua oka no pay ohwe so na se yenda so yi a ne nyina no Godwin ena aye ye atra se na no pay me de ku akrata na poso eba me evangelist SM Afirwa mene motoguzi ono watra barras papa enti e kan security ho sempa dia betima ka se o security analyst eno fei ene ediku akrata na poso bara no se obi ansa ye che ma no dosu bra govi na nadua odia ni kwate Vander Porch George Dixon Livingstone Stone Tebo mami Eugenia na Africa keke mo Denmark o ma adaroma ene ediku akrata na poso enso eba analyst.
Fake job recruiter busted by police used Infantiman MP's name to defraud victims. Ghana security abandons rubber bullets and tear gas for live bullets as police and soldiers kill unarmed civilians at Ejura. Many injured. NPP MPs run from anti-lesbianism and homosexuality bill. Bagman wants Western diplomat. Front page, the Herald newspaper.
Abusia for yam for krata na no pay edikan Herald de Emra. Na Herald krata no ubepiemu ewo Herald krata no anim ha. Abrante bako oye middle-aged man and din Eddie Jerry Ahimfo. Na ono ena ochiremu say we personal assistant Edema member of parliament Edema Fantiman Mami Ophelia Mensa Hayford. Na wakwa kopie police for akachi ne boni a we nyina ne say we di foreign nipa makomako edu bako say 10 Ghana cedis ena papai ninsa etimi aka ediafi omonti alert first time look say wakwa kopie mu ewo police for akachi a omusu a omu ehwehwemu ni din de Jerry Ahimfo abusiafo eno so ewo krata no eni ameche Herald krata no enim ha sanso ena Herald krata no enim ano Abrante Ibrahim Mohammed Kaka a wono fix the country demo no di enim pa no ise nkrofobi eje ne nkwa edifi ne nsem science opese e fix Ghana enema nko yi traffic light asai nkrofo nya adwuma nye ne Ghana kwantempon a sebi akwa ekoku football bo onu anima yen passe oni bi no yen fe so road ne ma no papa yi etimi eje ne nkwa edifi ne nsem a mabu amo sebi ohwe kwan e fa so ekum Ibrahim Kaka yi a enko yi kra omososo no ene police for duro no mo target wo pay ka nya se uti tuomu sounds papa enti wo mo de rubber bullet na gu baabi tear gas no mo de gu baabi na efe de o mo shoot live bullet pa shoot se de wo mo shoot ni pa se de o ya boa no sebe enti ho sem nyina na busuafo wo Herald krata nanim ha sojaafo na office police fo a wo mo eku armed civilians wo ejura no pa dodo na ena etimi apra ebi mo so etimi atwa nananom ewo nsiedo eno so ewo Herald krata no anim ha Urban Sumana Kingsford Bagman infoni ewo Herald krata no anim ha na de ochem ni nyana ne se ohwe eye lesbianism ena face no homosexuality sa LGB11Q kopim se afi 2021 beko na wie de emrahye bedwafi on be hyemra ebeko anase bekasa ide tia sa ade no na emrahye bedwafi ko ho a na se ade a MPs ni bi wo a wo anko asetena no wo anko kra dodo na eye wo majority side no wo anko na minority side ni de dodo na eno musukotimi kopie mo na eno ena eye Abasumana Bagman speaker wode wone kese pa ede aye ama mrahye bedwafo no a ehon nsem nyina enso ewo hantimu a mo mpese mrahye bedwafo no beba na omaba be gia tum se mran betimi abaso no Western diplomat mbe stadia munye steady papa sa trumu ne ade no yes so ensamfo so ewo krom ha why enti abusian for Herald dia wode aba enano pay.
And this
Daily
Graphic newspaper. The one that is supposed to be speaking for this country, Ghana, this morning. And these are the headlines on its front page. Today, when the military is opening fire on civilians, unarmed civilians. These are the headlines. Me kind cry. I mean, Nancy. So be kind.
I was for Daily Graphic there. I was here. Already on T said go be no abill on T cross a gra hono. Ye ku obi ko e friend Ibrahim Mohammed Kaka e wo ho. On T say ye shoot to mabuni bia momawu. On T say aya police for na so afeso sojafo. Won de tear gas na gu baabi. Won de rubber bullet na gu baabi. Shoot nkrofo ku omo enne o TV so a say nipa ba enda form pa. Ye a doctor for na nurse for person mo jomo kwa busia. Na eya wura huye papa na Daily Graphic there was on team bia Ghana mampani Ghana Danko Akufo-Addo ena Toyota 4 Suzuki 4 ye also set up a plant entino ye de safo akese ama na Danko Akufo-Addo ha se odi kwa ko bia prun ben yiho se eye de fie prun o se eye de prun no odi kwa ko bia obusiafo and also ewa ha ena face no speaker enso etimi ede kokobo amade mnika no nsem bae no LGBTQ1+1 no aha ho nsem aba bepie mu ewo daily graphic mu a abusianfo eno nso enye asemkuma kra na ukopie mu ewo agbogolohia oni mi se oni pade o se kian ne ki obetu enuanu amoton sabulai mecheje ne ewo ho no ntino abusianfo o si traders a omo ewo agbogolohi no wo mo ehia se so omo relocate na eno aba bepie mu ewo daily graphic anti we ene sem kakra okuni daily graphic ono so ede aba okọ sports column ho dia ade a MTN FA Cup no so no enra ena draw no round of 16 draw no so etimi aba beto dwa sanso ena me no kasei coach maso okunadu sesei ono ena be kwa kofa Legon Cities unum se ba shey for do ne momo no omni Legon Cities ne ba shey for do omo se opapa ne ko transfer kakra na maso okunadu unso ono na coach kotoko no mpam ono no no mra mesom Samuel Buadu Hasofu Arose Samuel Buadu wanya NASCO coach of the month. Oh yes, ena Ibrahim ono Salif no so nya player of the month intino ni coach afa ena player no so afa intino so no ewo eye sports column which daily graphic sports column.
Okay. The Ghanaian Times newspaper, irate youth clash with police and military at Ejura. 2 killed, 4 injured following murder of the Fix the Country activist. Ketu South ravaging sea causes more havoc. Pantan Hospital closed down after demo by nurses and doctors. This is Ghana. And these are the things that Kaka was talking about. And we had to kill him to keep quiet. He can't say that Pantan Hospital should not be closed down because of what they wanted government to fence around the hospital. Just that.
Angas how?
Kwesi Nyantechi charged, granted 1 million Ghana cedi bail. That is the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper.
Now Fix the Country ni de Nancy Okan wasama weekend Mrs. Tabako ni kunu oye djuma ewo kuma kwa FM stations bi ono so sports presenter na Oko United ekobo game bi onya accident ena okokoma ye de ni fi ho ba 37 yesi bed ni ho oba kolebu yesi bed ni ho yesa transfer no ene ne kokoforidia nti obi wu a na yese wede ben wa wu free ti krom ha no sebe kwasi asem kuto ene ekoso krom ha o kaso a ntimi nkanie GT Ghanaian Times so ade ho sema ba na yese eno Johnson semia a police for na afisu military for a womu akabomu a enyasem kuma na arese de asoja for na afisu na police for sisiri afi om kamu brain na womu issue to akunipa makuma mienu krata echemse mienu na nipa makuma enan so timi prepare ne de me ho TV so omo bro na yo omo timi prepare ni nyina no Fix the Country activist kaka kofo bi sheda pa che no bro no esan se wono no wo se yensie Ghana yi yen fix Ghana yi ntino obi so on de on pese be fix Ghana yi ento mo ko che no bro no kun de je ne nkwani feeling sem a na awreho sempa nti eno ewa GT Ghanaian Times amfoni ni bi ewa owura Kwesi Nyantechi enka no na Ghana Football Association president ori bi se Anas Aremia Anas expose number 12 for the buy no ho nsem na bi no ise de nra owura Kwesi Nyantechi ni onipa ba akokopie mu ewo asendi bia court a na enyasem kuma kra ne no yesi omo faculty kwan bi so company bi eni ho omo koti sa company no sele be ombe faso enya sponsorship e de ama Ghana Premier League na hu se mebre ya granting be 1 million bill ena Ghana city bill ena no so no yetimi e de ama no sanso ena okopie mu enso ewo GT Ghanaian Times ani mu asoro ho na so a Pantan asem na make we no ya Pantan Hospital na a doctor for na face no a nurse for a womo say sit we indefinite sit home action womo enkwaduma ne kra no makase womo kwaduma makwakwatra womo nyaduma ene wo betra fie na womo nkwaduma ne nyina ne se womo se Langat asasi bi wo Langat ha wo papa ene de bia wo da okra wasum nyina beti etuo sounds bush pa bushia etuo sounds different na eno so asa free ho a ene an robesi wɔn tata wɔn papa na wɔn gye ɛyɛ doctor for na afei so nurse for ni bi bags kora ɛdi from sɛ wɔn sɛ deɛ wɔn si wɔn nkɔ adwuma kora na wɔn akɔ sɛ wɔn kɔ akɔtena adwuma a wɔn ɛnyɛ adwuma ne wɔn bɛtena fie na wɔn nyɛ adwuma kora nti wei dɛmo kɛseɛ paa no so ɛtumi ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Pantan hospital a ɛsɛ deɛ yɛ close ne down wɔn ɛnyɛ adwuma kora doctor for wɔn hɔ no wɔn ani abere papa a ɛnyɛ asɛm kuma kora nti management ɛna afei so no panyinfoɔ a wɔn wɔ Pantan hospital Adenta municipality Greater Accra ha no wɔn sɛ saa nneɛma no ɛnyɛ yɛ nti no patient no bi wɔ hɔ a wɔn a wɔn kɔ fie nti imagine sɛ patient bi wɔ Pantan hɔ na sɛbi na yim ha na ne yɛ yini ba fie a na no so akɔyɛ nsɛm bebree enti ɛno nso no ɛwɔ GT Ghanaian Times a Ketu South so no okɔ hɔ a ɔhwɛ sɛ deɛ ɛpo no si no apia ba ɛsɛ nkrɔfoɔ nneɛma na ɛnya asɛm kuma akora ɛno so no ɛwɔ GT Ghanaian Times ha okɔ akyire hɔ a Ketu South deɛ na ɛno a ɛne wɔ Kylian Mbappe ɔso wɔ po bibia kyɛw ɛsɛ penalty no ɔbɔɛ no wantimi amoni a ɔsɛ no ɛyɛ me ya paa ɛno so no ɛwɔ hɔ saa so ɛna Serena Williams ɔso ɔno no Olympics no ontimi enkobi won say oyabayo a ohwe na taso ɔfɛ what did I say?
Today newspaper 2 dead 4 injured over medal of #fix the country convener MC police conduct questioned. Jacob Zuma jailed 15 months. I think those are the stories on the front page of today newspaper.
We say for today so Emra na Jacob Zuma krata echire mi say menoka say 15 months okwakoda efiase na sebi wedi efiase aduane ne kanju ko krata fa etoso enan story no ho sanso na James Opombuanu na say asasusu ba bia kro no ho je say heaven pe ono so eda ha na ne nyina no enipa mienu a womo etimi ahwere omo enkwa na afeso nipa enan a womo so omo etimi eprepra na me de me say kan bi o say de huye no womo bro enan a omo eprepra no ne nyina medal of fix the country convener Kaka Ibrahim Muhammad a wono so etimi ahwere nkwa no enti no enso ensem ewo ha MC police conduct questioned police for kwaya mo fa so a mukopie mu ho a mo totototo ni ade no say police for police adwuma ne say ayefufu say police entade akra fufu ama obehwe police ni bi atade akra na eson obetimi kra de apam up and down asan de amane baba entina me semi ko police bi oyi ye enti today krata na obisiafo eno enewo eye anim na okọ akire a Mariano Barreto ono no ba ya Samuel Buadu ebo on reka baako afriye ba na ebo on reka baako a wantimi anti na afriye ba na no ko ne nam kotoko a o ena kotokofo amfa no na ono ne sign so ya double player ena kotokofo amfa na obepie mo hasa ono asa akire mo kafia obo meka baako wantimi anti wose title race no enye over why na say Mariano Barreto na Black Stars coaches so no David Duncan wa ena unipa sika akono so ha yesi ye ntio mo ye ntino yay and ntino so no we see for today's sports column no and also the odiaba kakra.
The Daily Guide newspaper, President open, I don't want to even read this thing. Violence in Ejura over medal. Bullion that is the best way that Daily Guide can put this whole thing. Violence in Ejura over medal. That is it. Bullion van attack. How robbers tracked cop. Too much political intolerance. Kandapa. That is why you are.
I was here for Daily Guide about nice president another Akufo-Addo washani Friday. Hey, when you Friday way. Friday way. Ha ena waje key kese do pa na midika kan wasem no. Waje Bullion van attack so no na we sequence. There's a Robertson no wo hwe ma o de be say 16 minutes and the diom duma o be say 16 because 11:52 eba there's about 16 minutes ekwan mo fo aso a wo mo eje Emmanuel say COP no enkwani free ni nsem Emma maame baako so omushutu no womo anomote bullion van na chi wono omutimi bieye enyom nkwa edidi mu no womo de hunsem nyina etimi ababeto eye daily guide enso anim ha sanso eno ora kana pa echirem se ohwe asese political intolerance no adoso ene me wamanyoku we misusumu we mini we nhia me idika ka se ya hwe yi amiri bi beba ya hwe ni yi a ukwa ware oba obebi se oba ne se o MPP anaso o NDC mumi hwe ni yo daily guide busiafo wo de honsem kakra enso aba ukọ daily guide echi akonokofo de USM OJ fo akopie mu FIFA fo akache wo me se o mabrante kwampoku a mo de ne call USM OJ no wo mu entua eka no ye na sisika no mu tua ye Patrick Vieira Nancy say Crystal Palace for say best 75% wo me abrante na wi oba be head coach e de amom ti Patrick Vieira ono so e wa ha owura kwesi na ntechi so asem na wa ha e na Kylian Mbappe so say why sorry did Sham say obi agbunfo to abo penalty ase no asamoja akra ebo penalty ese no so ewa.
The Insight newspaper, Hassan Ayariga punches government over robbery attacks, $170 million judgment debt and others. Let's see, Pram sitting on time bomb, stool father warns, and ongoing 2021 population census, King Taki Teko Churu II urges Gadangbes to patronize the exercise. And Tyne MP also urges Ghanaians to be counted in ongoing 2021 census.
Account. Oma account.
There we are.
Abusefo enfo inside so ento so na inside kratano Dr. Hassan Ayarigated Ayarikov ono founder and leader Edema All People's Congress APC oda na de danko kufuado ohwe niam ekoso ewo ekrum hapa insecurity number ono eno de di kan kra ena face adwuma eni ho emamabu no una oba na oka se yetese castle se comedy enji samoma Ghana me mabuto aba no me na me be mampani a osisa na oba na oka ayarga na eka una me so meka enti ayarga se ohwe niam ekoso pa dia Ghana enyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenye we press conference enra APC headquarters eno ewo enkapuni mantem hanora ayarga edin samne etu bia after election no say we eneni central for edikan kura we ni emre edikan on central for enso edikan akasa ntina no so ewa ha sanso ena pram so ka take me say time bomb explode I want the boss anyum time bomb explode to papa na still father and the one ke say nyina amani nyina ya sase won sensem ya o say pram for omote time bomb so ente obeti koa na yes Kentucky Teko Churu a otosu mienu e na o ka kire Ghana manyina enkankane enkrafo mo eye krum ase nye fa na nye hani akanye nye fe ye akuchu emi ejeno inside krata odi aba na okwase ho a what's it maintain and that time MP and so say ubi bia enhwe na yenkan no memene yenkan me nemu no meda no mahu say me koye no omo akwa nti member of parliament Elwood Massa constituency Honorable Suleiman Adama and the sansemi atudwa inside krata no ede aba.
The Chronicle newspaper, MP's speaker declare war on gayism. Ejaku runs away from $170 million judgment debt. Confusion galore at Western Regional House of Chiefs. 3 proceed to court to halt rerun of disputed election. And soldiers return fire, kill 2 protesters at Ejura. And this